Part 2 of the old postal route covers the first 5 kilometers, which consists of the ascent of the impressive Kraaiberg Pass. If you intend driving this route, it's important to watch Part 1 first, which contains the Google Earth orientation clips. The gate at the start is always closed but not locked. Open the gate and drive in. This is a publicly accessible road, but please make sure that the gate is closed behind you. If you're driving or riding in a group, it's much easier being connected with two-way radios. The lead vehicle can inform the rearmost or sweep vehicle which gates must be closed and which should be left open. The beautiful Bedo Valley lies in the heart of the northern Cederberg and is one of the most popular routes for flower spotting in late winter and early spring. It's here that our tour of the old postal route starts, very close to the Mertenshof farm. The road heads resolutely up the hill at a fairly easy gradient. It can be seen much higher, twisting and turning through big switchbacks towards a low point in the mountains ahead. The big mountain to your left is the real Kraaiberg, which has a summit height of 930,9 meters. The road remains on the western side of a narrow ravine formed by the Klein Doring Rivier as it ascends at a gradient of approximately 1 in 14 via a series of easy S-curves. The Cederberg Wilderness area comprises an area of 175,000 hectares, yet is only 3 hours' drive from Cape Town, but it feels like a completely different world. The Cederberg Mountains, burnt orange by iron oxide, dominates the landscape. Jagged and weathered sandstone rock formations like the Maltese Cross and the Wolfberg Arch and ancient sand and Khoi rock art make this area truly spectacular. The Cederberg lies 200 kilometers north of Cape Town, stretching from the Middelburg Pass in Citrusdal to north of the Pakhuis Pass at Clanwilliam. The wilderness area encompasses a large area of rugged mountainous terrain, making it a top spot in the Western Cape for hiking and rock climbing enthusiasts. The Cederberg, which forms part of the Cape Floral region, is a World Heritage Site and is covered in mountain fynbos, including the laurel protea, the red deesa, rooibos, and the rare and endemic snow protea. Rare Clanwilliam cedars, the area's namesake, dot the higher mountain cliffs. The area is also rich in wildlife. Visitors with a keen eye may spot porcupines, honey badger, the Cape clawless otter, and aardvark. There are also smaller predators like the African wildcat, lynx, bat-eared fox, aardwolf, and Cape fox. At the 2.2 kilometer point, the first set of switchbacks have to be tackled. Here the gradient gets suddenly steeper to under 1 in 5 as the road rapidly turns through a double switchback. The first hairpin has an angle of 170 degrees and the second one is a full 180 degrees. As one drives through these big changes in direction, your passengers will be able to enjoy the rapidly changing vistas of the mountains, but once through the switchbacks, the direction settles back down into the southeast. Once through the hairpins, there's a long straight stony climb for 600 meters, whereafter the road turns away to the west in a wide right-hand bend of 90 degrees. This is the approach to the much wider third hairpin and lasts for 560 meters. Along this section, there are lovely views of the Bedo Valley and the Cederberg Pass, which can be clearly seen in the distance on the far side of the valley, snaking its way down the mountainside towards the Mertenshof farm. The next hairpin occurs at the 3.9 kilometer mark and curves steeply through 155 degrees as the heading changes into the east. The gradient remains steep at below 1 in 5 along this final climb towards the summit as the road follows a very wide right-hand curve for the next 500 meters. Do stop at the 4.4 kilometer point, which is not the true summit, but it is the best place to stop to enjoy the views. From here the view is simply out of this world. The elevation gives one a great perspective of the size and scope of this part of the northern Cederberg and specifically the Bedo Valley, which forms a green oasis in the center of the mountainous landscape. To reach the true summit, drive further for another 600 meters till you reach the 5.1 kilometer mark where the pass officially ends. The road can be seen heading away over the low ridges along the mountaintop. Be sure to watch part 3 of the old postal route, which covers the section from the top of the Kraaiberg Pass to the Cederberg Wilderness farm.